I remember when my high school's prom committee was in debt because 7 months before prom, they overexceeded their dance funds at homecoming and winter formal. The principal couldn't help either because he decided to buy hundreds of dollars worth of suits instead of putting the money towards the school. I also remember that the high school began holding meetings to decide when to have fundraisers for prom. In those meetings, there were 3 groups: the cheerleaders, the jocks, and everyone else. The other students didn't like what the cheerleaders wanted to do, so the cheerleaders kicked them out and kept the jocks. The student body went over to the tennis courts and made an oath. The oath meant that they would not rejoin the cheerleaders and jocks until changes were made to the prom's plans. Also, Louis, the 16-year-old student body president, wanted to make peace with the rest of the students by doing what they asked. So he told the cheerleaders and jocks to join up with the students. During that time, Louis secretly did not trust the other students with their new plans that were completely different from his original plans for prom. So he hired his friends from Swiss Academy to spy on them. The students started spreading rumors that there were kids from another school spying on them. So in response to this, they devised a plan to confront Louis about it. On July 14th, the students swarmed the classroom that Louis, the cheerleaders, and the jocks were in, and made Louis tell the truth about what he had done. Meanwhile, in the shadows, the kids who were spying on the students escaped the classroom without being noticed. Not much later, though, the invasion of the students was heard all over the school. The cheerleaders were even spreading rumors that they were hiring Louis' friends from Swiss Academy to torment the other students. The students realized that there weren't really kids from Swiss Academy coming to harass them, so they themselves became upset and started tormenting the cheerleaders by stealing their clothes during gym and putting hot sauce in their soda. This was called the Mega Fear. Soon, out of anger and spite, the upset cheerleaders raised the prices of prom tickets, practically forcing the student body to uproar and storm the principal's office, demanding the prices be lowered. The students ordered that Marie, the student body vice president, and Louis attend a student-led meeting for the whole school, or they would start a riot and refuse to go to classes. Louis, Marie, the cheerleaders, and the jocks decided to go to the meeting because if none of the students went to their classes, prom would be canceled. They wanted their prom, so they went to the meeting. Louis and Marie and their posse tried to sneak away, but some students spotted them and forced them back to the meeting. Suddenly, Louis announced a war between himself, the popular crowd, and the rest of the students. I forgot to mention how completely disappointed the seniors were upon hearing what the student body had done and what Louis had said. They could not pitch their ideas because of the spontaneous meeting and announcement. When the seniors finally got to pitch their ideas for prom and change the theme to a night in Paris, they then decided to do their own thing and plan prom the way they wanted to. The seniors elected a new vice president named Rob Espier, who was then blamed for failing to stop the populars from stealing the seniors' ideas for prom. Rob Espier was called into the seniors' room and was lectured by a speech they had written. He defended himself, the Morp Assembly, and the rest of the members within it. That speech given marked a break between the prom committee and the Morp Assembly, impacting the prom entirely. Later on, the issue of war distributed a debate in the Morp Assembly and tension rose in the prom committee. The prom committee was annoyed at the revolutionary Morp Assembly. The prom committee had declared once more war against the Morp Assembly. I forgot to add that Louis and Marie had a short conversation with the principal. Louis was immediately removed from the student council a month later. Marie was accused of spreading numerous rumors, mainly the ones based off of false statements that the students had said. A few days later, she was found guilty of spreading those rumors and was removed off the student body. The new Morp Assembly was taken over by Rob Espier, claiming himself as the leader. He received much resentment, and the night before prom in Morp, he was kicked out by the members. That following day, he got expelled from school. Then, the 1,600 students that still resented Rob Espier refused to go to prom and didn't show up, leaving the main commons empty and lifeless.